Our buddy Bill Burr's on the line. Bill.
Yo.
Sorry to make you wait, Bill. That wasn't on purpose. We're just
all right.
trying to go through some things here. Hi, sweetie.
Hey, what's up, Chip? Yo, what did that lying cocksucker say last Friday?
Patrice?
Jesus
Because it
Christ.
started a whole thing on whackbag.com.
He is
Like, now the listeners are voting to ban Bill, if we should ban Bill Burr from the program.
Oh, it's hilarious. He called up the Man Cow Show completely unprepared. He bombed. It was hilarious. And then somehow he goes on your show and blamed it on me. I mean, it was a smear campaign that, like, fucking Dick Cheney should hire him. I actually tried to save him.
Wow, now this is something he would definitely deny.
Here's the setup, by the way. Bill was in Chicago over the weekend. By the way, people are saying you killed in Chicago. Want to get that out of the way. So he was in Chicago promoting his comedy gig, and he was on Man Cow Show. Someone we openly hate, by the way, but that's none of our businesses.
You know, yeah. I mean,
no, it really isn't. I mean, we have personal shit against the guy, whatever, but we would never tell any of you guys where to go, obviously. So you were in studio doing your thing. Patrice called in to promote Web Junk 20. You're saying he bombed horribly, and
this is what happened.
But Patrice said this is what started, that you were there, and basically on Man Cow's side, and said something like, "Come on, Patrice, this isn't satellite radio. You got to give the people something," or something like that.
Yeah, no, that's not what happened. This is what happened. God, he's just a son of a bitch. He calls up the show. First of all, he kept going, okay, we got Patrice coming up, blah, 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 from, the VH1 thing. I'm like, oh, this is going to be cool. Patrice is going to be, he's going to be on, right? So I'm in the studio with, like, 6 other jackasses, and in defense of Patrice, Man Cow is a dick. Unbelievable cocksucker. He's always turning down the fucking mics, and the second I walked in, he started breaking my balls. But, like, the club let me know. They were like, all right, this guy is a dick. He's going to break your balls, blah, 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 whatever, right? So Patrice calls in. He finally goes to Patrice, and he was playing, Man Cow was playing some sort of clip, and they go, okay, let's go to Patrice. And Patrice is kind of laughing at the clip, and he just goes, yeah, that's some funny shit. And then Man Cow, like, fucking eyes go cross. He's got to dump all the shit out. So he starts off on the wrong foot, cursing, right? So I say, to try to save it, like Man Cow's going, what the hell are you doing? This is fucking free radio, blah, 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 blah. You can't do that. And I just threw out, I go, yeah, come on, Patrice, this isn't satellite. Like, ha-ha, like that thing. Looking back, I probably should have said this wasn't HBO or something like that, but I said that shit trying to help him out. Then Man Cow kind of snapped it, goes, yeah, this is free radio, and it's funny, or something like that, right? So he goes, hey, Patrice, Bill's in studio. Do you know Bill? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, yeah. And I go, hey, Patrice, what's up? And he just gives me some half-ass, yeah, hey, and then laughed. And I could tell right then he did not want to do the interview. He didn't have, his fucking energy was down. He had no stories. He goes to do his first fucking clip. Man Cow fucking goes, I saw that clip on the fucking internet like 10 years ago. And right there, I'm like, all right, Patrice is going to smash him. And he had nothing. And then Man Cow goes, all right, you're not funny. Or whatever, the show isn't funny. And he fucking hung up on him.
Ooh,
and, dude,
that's
I'm
brutal.
going to tell you right now, I fucking died laughing. And he, that son of a bitch, this wasn't an Opie and Anthony thing. He fucking tried to blame everything. This was a comedian to comedian watching another friend of yours bomb. It's like watching a friend of yours fall down the fucking stairs. It was hilarious. You know what I mean? And not only that, Patrice is the king. He invented that game of you're not funny, I'm hanging up on you. He's hung up on me 30,000 times this year already. So to see it happen to him was fucking hilarious. And he lied and said that I called him after the show. He called me. I returned his phone call. And he tried to worm his way out of the fact that he stunk and wasn't prepared to do that show. And he blamed me for the bomb, he blamed Man Cow, and he blamed you guys. He goes, Man Cow knew that I was fucking on the Opie and Anthony show, blah, blah. It's like, Patrice, you're not famous. You host a fucking clip show on VH1. You're the fucking black Mo Rocker. Just fucking hype your shit show. He didn't do it. He got hung up on, and then it's like my fault. Like, what was I supposed to there was like nothing to defend. He ate his balls, and plus, if that happened the other way around, he would have laughed his ass off at me on the air, and then he would have called up every comedian he knew and had a conference call and would have trashed me for an hour. I would have laughed it off. That would have been it. I wouldn't have gone on Opie, your guys' show and thrown me under the bus like it was my fault.
I don't think he said it was your fault. Like, I don't think he said that it was your fault he bombed. He just, I think he felt kind of, like you kind of left him swinging.
Patrice?
Why speculate on what Patrice said?
Yeah, Patrice
when we have him on the line.
Patrice.
Listen, I just heard that horseshit tirade Billy just said.
It wasn't a tirade. That was the truth.
Okay. Listen, this is exactly what happened. Ready? Yeah. This is exactly what happened. Didn't even deserve. See, the energy I gave the situation was man cow. Didn't give Billy too much energy. Didn't throw you under the bus, Billy. Just you were there, so your name had to be up there. Basically, I get on the show. I go, oh, man, yo, that shit was funny. Swore, right? Man cow, I said, oh, man, I'm sorry. Apologetic, sorry about that. So Billy goes, and you stop me, Billy, when it's all wrong. At what point was the morning excitement when I was bombing? Let me know when I was bombing. Yo, oh, that was some funny shit, dude.
Dude, I heard.
Wait a minute.
I know when you don't want to be doing something. You didn't want to be doing that fucking interview, dude. And when I yelled and I said, come on, Patrice, this isn't satellite radio, I thought that was going to be funny, dude. I was trying to fucking help you out.
Did you hear that? I was trying to help you out. Now, you didn't. So,
yes,
man cow, wait a minute.
I didn't, not have your back. You know you should be mad at? You should be mad at the people who told you to call that station and didn't tell you that guy was going to be a dick. Dude, you realize that there was 6 other guests in that studio on mic, and every 2 seconds, Mancow fucking brings all the mics down, and I was in studio for like 15 minutes trying to figure out what the fucking vibe of that show was as that guy kept coming at me, trashing me.
I never said that you were supposed to save me, Billy. I'm just telling the story.
Why do I have like 200 fucking emails saying that I can't believe you hung Patrice out to dry and all that shit?
But that was from people's own opinion, Billy. I'm going to tell the story again. Right? I'm going to tell the story again. I get on Mancow. I go, oh, that was some funny shit. Listening to the clips and stuff he was playing. So I'm trying to ingratiate myself on some corporate horse shit. Now, I'm not disagreeing. It was just some old, hey, watch Web Junk 20 shit. That's what it was. So I go, oh, sorry about that. He goes, yeah, all right. And then you go, hey, yeah, Patrice, it's not satellite radio. I go, okay, Billy. And he goes,
No. Then he goes, hey, we got to go
this is
studio.
free radio.
He introduced us, Patrice. How the fuck did you know I was already in studio?
He goes, yeah, this is free radio, and it's funny. All right, get to your show, man.
No. You're skipping over the part where he introduced us and you fucking blew me off.
Oh, okay, that's some new shit that I didn't know about.
You were doing your, hey, I don't feel like fucking doing this. You didn't want to fucking do it, Patrice.
How's this sounding right now? But let me talk, Billy. You might not sound as fucking stupid.
What do you mean? Dude, you came in there and sat there. I didn't even get to fucking interrupt you. You talked about me for all day on Friday.
Well, you did. You just did. Now I'm on the phone.
Dude, I know you're full of shit is you reached out to Voss for an alliance on Friday. When have you ever reached out to Voss and say, oh, I'd never trash him again. Those phone-ins are difficult.
I get on the phone. You do what you do, right? Didn't blame you. I'm just telling you that's a part of the story, right? So Mancow goes, yeah, right, yeah. This free radio, it's funny. Good blasey, right? Then he proceeds, his boy, one of the people in the studio goes, yeah, I saw the clip about the farting preacher or whatever. Mancow goes, yeah, I did that on my show 10 years ago. Yeah. You know what's funny? Go to what's his name? Fucking JimmySchubert.com. He has funny stuff on his. Yeah. All right. Click.
No.
At what point?
And then you.
At what point?
Back right there. And
wait a minute. At what point was I bombing?
Right after he trashed your show and you had nothing. There was a pause from you, and he
Was
fucking
that
hung
a...
up on
Right. You know where the pause was? A fucking click.
Oh, God, Patrice, you're so fucked.
Exactly. You know what?
Patrice, I'm not saying the guy wasn't a
Play
dick.
the clip.
I'm just saying, dude, let me ask you this. If you didn't fucking blame that whole fucking phone call on as you talked to that guy, your energy, you sounded like Shaq after a basketball game. That was like your fucking energy. And you somehow go on Opie and Anthony. And
where did the
blame
energy...
the whole fucking thing on me.
Now, you see, right now, I feel 10 times shittier now than I did on Mancow. Now, do you know me, Billy? You know me. That I'm not going to take somebody's fucking shit. So, if you get on the phone and go, yeah, Patrice, Buddha, da-da-da-da-da, and I'm going, what? And then you go click, and then tell me I bombed?
No, Patrice, you fucked that interview up from the get-go.
Right, when
That's
I said
why he
shit.
snapped on you, dude.
When I said shit.
And Patrice, I never said that guy wasn't a dick. He was one of the biggest cocksuckers. The second I walked in, he was fucking trashing me. What
Here's
I'm
what you
pissed
said
about
to me, Billy.
is I fucking come back
Here's
and
what-
I get like
here's what you
200
said to me.
fucking
Here's what you
emails
said to me, Bill.
saying that I hung you out to dry.
No,
Now,
I never said
obviously,
you hung
you
out
must
to
have
dry.
said
That's what
something
people
like
listening
that.
to the story said. That's what
What's
people
that?
listening to the story said. You did that, not me.
Oh, I get it. You go in and tell the story, and 200 people hear it one way, but it's their fault again.
Well,
I get it, and then you have a bad thing on Mancow, and it's my fault. I get it.
So, wait a minute. Your version of the story, does it make it sound completely different, Billy, or it makes it sound the same?
I don't
Just
agree
because
with
you
your
have the
version, Patrice,
energy,
so obviously it's going to be
just
different.
because you have the energy to say it the way you want to say it, the facts are the facts, Billy. I didn't say you threw me under the bus. I'm just saying.
Then how did like 30 people fucking get that impression?
That's that.
How do hey, you're on the fucko list, blah, 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 blah. You obviously said something.
What? No. That's where
Well, what did you say,
people,
Patrice?
Billy, anybody listening to
How did
this
you talk about me on
conversation
it?
knows what happened.
What?
Anybody listening to this conversation knows what happened.
How could they know what happened? The first half.
Because I'm telling them what happened, and you're corroborating it with your fucking screaming.
Patrice, the first half of the fucking phone call got dumped.
There was no half of the phone call, you fucking asshole.
Patrice, it was a 30-second phone call.
A half of a phone call means
Now
if the
you're
phone
yelling.
call was a minute, 30 seconds of it would have been me sucking. You understand? That's
Why are
what
you
a half
yelling?
of a phone call means. It was 5 seconds. That guy was a dick.
I never said he wasn't a dick, Patrice. I'm just saying, if you run into a guy and the dude's a fucking dick, I'm trying to fucking help you out.
You don't
and then all of
help
a sudden
me,
I get like 200 emails saying that I'm an asshole, so I'm saying you're full of shit.
You don't help me with dicks. You don't need to help me with dicks. You don't give me fucking any motherfucking reference point on how to defend myself verbally, nigga. I know what I'm doing. I taught you how to do the shit.
What?
Yeah, you laughed that off. I taught you, Billy.
Oh, you did?
So you don't give me like fucking. You don't tell me, hey, yeah, Mancow.
He trashed your show, and you had no
particularly
comeback, and then
you
he hung
gotta
up on you. That's
defend
what
yourself
happened.
against Mancow. I don't need you to tell me that. All I need is Mancow to put me on the phone with him, give me the proper opportunity, which he didn't.
Well, look, dude, all I'm
Listen
saying
to
is
the
I
fucking
had
tape.
nothing to do with
Listen
your
to the
horse
tape.
shit. That's all I'm saying. And you definitely said some shit, or I wouldn't have had all that fucking crap on my fucking website.
Play the fucking tape. That's all you got to do is listen to the shit. I
You're
didn't
not
say
going to
Billy
hear
was
the
supposed
beginning,
to
Patrice,
support
because
me.
it got dumped, because you cursed.
He didn't dump me.
Oh, my God.
You nigga, the phone call started
I
off.
was in studio
The phone call started off
with
with
you cursing. He dumped
Yes.
all of that. I
Yes.
think he even had that part where he introduced you and me got dumped.
yes, he dumped it, and he
'Cause you cursed.
After he dumped that, this motherfucker goes, yeah, okay, go to your show, and I'm like, first of all, and this is no excuse, but I'm on there being a fucking corporate cocksucker who VH1 comes back and goes, man, you didn't even have to do no shit like that. Thank you, VH1. Now I'll
Dude,
know.
you know what?
'Cause
They're
I'm
the
on
ones
the
you
show
should be
going,
mad at, not
yeah,
me.
Yeah. yeah, watch the show, you know, comes on a Friday. Yeah, okay. And then somebody in the studio goes, yeah, you know what? The farting preacher, that was funny. The motherfucker goes, yeah, I did that 10 years ago. Yeah. And you know what's funny? You know what'd be a funny clip? Go to JimmySchubert.com and watch the fucking, I guess the horse guy fuck somebody, the horse fucked the guy to death. Go to JimmySchubert.com and watch something really funny. Okay, Patrice, click. Yeah.
You tell me in there where I fucked you over.
Wait, I'm going to jump in really fast because I'm hearing both sides here, and it's obvious that both of you guys don't respect Mancow. Like Patrice is.
I fucking don't.
Yeah, I know, but
you see that shit? You see what he just did there? See how he keeps setting me up to be like I was out there kissing that fucking asshole?
Yeah, but
I wasn't. That guy was a fucking asshole.
I don't know if Bill said it before Patrice got on the line, but Bill was saying how he doesn't respect him either because he pulls some shit when you go into his studio, like he trashes you and knocks you down, and he doesn't give you a chance because he works the microphones where you can't even get on mic.
Hey, Opie, can I just say something right now?
Yeah, go.
Opie, let me just tell you something.
No, I'm not saying anyone's an asshole. Trust me. I like both of you guys. I mean...
Opie, let me just tell you something. When I returned Patrice's phone call afterwards, I'm just breaking his balls the way we break balls at the cellar. The dude hung up on him. It's a fucking Mancow show. Who gives a fuck? And he is immediately just trying to avoid the whole fucking trash. And I mean, I just did to him what he would have done to me. He would have had teeth on fucking freeway and all that shit. I was just teasing him. That was it. But I think he was afraid that I was going to go on Opie and Anthony and go, oh my God, Patrice, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't even going to bring this shit up.
This is
all of a sudden he spins it the whole fucking other direction. And I get all these fucking messages on my website like I didn't fucking stick up for him and I'm a fucking asshole.
But I didn't
called him up to find out what he said. He's all fucking giggling like a girl, like, tee-hee. I didn't say anything, ha-ha.
I didn't say that.
And
I didn't
shit
say you were
like that.
giggling like
Right
a girl.
there, I knew he was full of shit.
I didn't say you was giggling like a girl. And
I said you were.
If you listen,
when I called you up,
to
Patrice,
Billy, I'll let him finish. Maybe I'll get in there. Go ahead, Billy.
Well, I've been listening to you when you talk, Patrice, and I shut up, and you've been fucking interrupting me.
You see where this is going? This shit is like, hey, trashing you like you trash me. Hey, I listen to you like you listen to me. I'm telling you, this shit is some shit. Billy doesn't know how to give shit. I teach you how to give shit, Billy. You don't give shit.
Patrice,
I do.
Patrice, you can't take a trashing.
Are you fucking out of your mind,
Patrice,
Billy?
you can dish it out, but you can't take it. The dude hung up on you.
Know who I am.
A little bit, and you got pissed, and then you went into Opie and Anthony, and you fucking threw me under the bus. That's what the fuck happened.
Know me.
Holy shit.
You know me, Billy.
I know you, and I know you.
Stop talking like I'm a fucking stranger to you.
I teased you a little bit. I laughed at you, and you got mad, and then you took it out, and you flipped out and went on O&A and trashed me. That's what happened.
And you think that's a trashing. If I ever heard you like that, I would never trash you like that. I'd be like, that man, you know what, that motherfucker played you. But you...
Oh, that's amazing.
Billy.
Oh, I get it.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, if it was the other way around.
It's Billy.
You would have laughed on air, and then you would have had a conference call of every comedian I know, and you would have trashed me.
You don't know what trashing is, Billy.
Bling, bling, bang, bang.
What?
Sorry, just the headline of the Post today. I thought it made sense here right now.
All right, yo. They telling me I gotta go.
No, not at all. I get what happened here. See, Patrice, that pussy Mancow didn't give you a chance to even defend yourself on his show, which is so lame it's not even funny. We allow people to defend themselves all the time on this show. And Patrice felt, Bill, that you were kind of taking Mancow's side on the whole thing. Is that fair, Patrice? To sum it up?
No. I don't feel like he was taking Mancow's side at all.
Well,
I felt like... Matter of fact, I didn't feel... if you listen to anything I said, it wasn't like, hey, blame Billy. Like, even when I said fucking the CSI Billy, the only thing I put on Billy is that he mentioned, hey, this ain't satellite radio, which gave this cocksucker, and it ain't blame, but it gave him an in to do what he does. I'm not saying, hey, I'm famous and da-da-da, but fucking man, shitty.
Hey, sweet niece.
Eric knows who I am.
Patrice, I had like fucking 15 O&A fans come up to me on my Friday night show going, dude, what happened between you and Patrice? I go, he's just fucking around. They go, no, it sounded kind of serious. We were kind of fucking around, but it sounded kind of serious.
I'm cursing out Mancow. You're part of it.
You see,
it was no joking in it, but it wasn't fuck Billy. It wasn't fuck Billy. It's the same energy that Anthony used.
That's the only reason why I called in today.
When we called you CSI, it was the same energy that I used that with. That's the energy I used your name with. Was the same energy with, thank you, Bill, for saying I'm on fucking satellite. And the reason I said thank you on that show the way I did is because exactly what he did. It was over.
Well, I know, Patrice, it's funny how you somehow didn't trash me, but everybody took it that way, and people came to my fucking show saying that you trashed me.
Well, what did they say I said, Bill?
They basically said, like, yo, what happened between you and Patrice?
Yeah,
and
what did you say?
Dude, can I fucking finish?
What did you say?
Can I finish, Patrice?
Go ahead.
They come up to me. Okay, first of all, I got like 30 fucking emails calling me a dick, and I'm not loyal to the show, and I don't have your back. I got 30 of those fucking emails, and then I get like 10 listeners on the Friday night show going, what the fuck happened between you and Patrice? And I go, he was fucking around, right? And they go, no, he kind of sounded like he was serious.
Okay, so you got secondhand fucking information.
Yeah, 50 fucking
What did
people.
they say I said, Bill? That trashed you.
They said that you said I didn't have I don't know exactly word for fucking word what they
Well,
said.
get the fucking exact word for word,
Please,
Bill.
shut the fuck up for 2 seconds. I get 30 fucking emails, and I got 10 guys coming up to me. I mean, they all heard it the wrong fucking way.
What the fuck did they say I said?
Oh, you know what? They didn't have a fucking stenographer there to read it exactly back. But
So, really,
whatever vibe you put up, that's
all
I'm
fucking
saying.
courtrooms have a stenographer, Billy, or it ain't court. So if you put me on trial for those fucking fans that turned on you for their own reasons, get yourself a fucking stenographer, Bill. Go get one.
Patrice, whatever, dude, whatever vibe you put out there, all I'm saying is I'm responding to that shit.
All right, the vibe. All right, well, Billy, I'm sorry for the vibe I put out there, dude.
Dude, and I'm sorry you didn't want
apologies.
to do that fucking
I apologize.
interview and then blamed it on
I
me.
apologize for the vibe. I apologize for you getting swept up in the shit. I'm going to tell you now, on the air, that energy was towards Mankind, what he did. It wasn't towards you, Billy. So I apologize. I hope some of these fans who heard it and heard me put out a fucking vibe, accept the apology.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I mean, Patrice is pissed off that, Mancow was such a wimp and didn't give him a chance to, go at him.
Dude, and you know something? I 100% support the guy in that. That guy is like, that Mancow dude, he's a total fucking control freak. He's one of those guys, you walk in, and the first thing he has to do is he has to knock you down because you got some TV credits or whatever. Like the second I walked in, this is the first thing he said to me. I come walking into the studio, they're doing their show, and I kind of like whispered to like one of the dudes there because, the mics were on. And I go, hey, man, get me some headphones. And he goes, yeah, don't worry, superstar. We'll get you some cans.
Yeah.
Shit. So right off
cunt.
the bat, so this is my head, right?
Look, I'm not taking anyone's side, but I want to help Bill out a little bit just because, it sounds like Bill was in a tough spot to begin with.
Dude, and he had 7 fucking... He's got this rapping Mexican, right? He's got this guy who's got a book. He had the lead singer from one of those In Excess shows. He had his third mic guy, the hot intern, some loud guy, and then there's me. There's fucking 7 of us on the fucking mic, and this dude, every 2 seconds, is grabbing, he's on the mixing board, bringing all our fucking mics down, his shit up. He is like...
I've heard many times that this guy does all these little tricks.
Yeah, dude,
he'll turn your fucking mics down because he has to be the most important person in the room at all times. Howard does the same fucking shit.
Dude, and then he's one of these guys, and he, like, at the end of the fucking show, he's going to me, he's going, so Bill, so the Schfeld show's off the air, so your career is basically over, right? And then I'm fucking, I'm like, all right, this guy's a dick, ha, laughing. I go, no, dude, I got an HBO special. He's like, oh, yeah, did it air yet? I go, yeah, it aired back in September. He goes, yeah, I haven't seen it. I'm like, well, it's doing great things to me, Mancow. It's like, whatever, you're being, and then I swear to God, the second he gets off the air, then he's like he's like a little puppy coming up to you. Oh, did you have a good time? Was everything, have a good time? And all
Phony
that shit. Like,
fucking
yeah,
ass.
I had a great time. Whatever.
I hate that phony shit.
Yeah, I mean, it was that shit. So it's like the only reason why I laughed when he hung up on Patrice is because he did it in such like kind of like a seller, like I'm just being an over the top dick. So when I called Patrice back and he was saying Mancow was a dick, I'm just laughing the way I would laugh at another comedian. I wasn't going to call you guys up and go, you know, Patrice bombed on that show, blah, blah. I wasn't going to do any of that shit. And then I'm fucking out there the next day. I got to do Mancow again because, you know, that's my shit. I'm working at Zany's. They're sending me. I got to do the fucking media, right? And then I come home and there's all this shit on my fucking website saying Patrice fucking, you didn't have Patrice's back, you did this to Patrice, you did that to Patrice, you did this to
Patrice never said that.
I think part of the reason is there's such a hatred between O&A and Mancow that the fans, because I think if it happened on another show, there wouldn't have been, like, the fans wouldn't have reacted.
Yeah, all our fans know how much we hate that douche, that phony ass. So I guess they were hoping, knowing that Patrice was in a bad spot and you were in studio, that maybe they were hoping that you were gonna really just go at it.
But well, I'll be honest, when I first heard it, and it wasn't the way Patrice said it. He didn't tell me, you know, Billy fucked me. He didn't say that at all. He just kind of told me what happened. And when you're calling into a radio show, especially a hostile one like that, I mean, it's a tough phone call, and then you got a friend in studio. And you feel, my first thought was like, fuck, man, why didn't Bill go to bat for him? It wasn't, Patrice didn't throw you under the bus when we were talking. He didn't say, Bill fucked me. He just told me what happened.
Yeah, we'll help free radio today. Someone get a hold of Mancow and we'll put this challenge out. Let Patrice talk on your fucking radio show.
Yeah.
Let's see how good you really are at this talk radio shit.
Y'all have a good time talking, but you know, it's like, okay, me and Mancow verbally, it's like going in there and it's like trying to have a boxing match, but you can't wear all your equipment.
Right.
Because as soon as I go, Mancow, you're this, or man, I'm not going to have a clever quip with this faggot. He knows what he did, and he knows how he is. And he'll go, okay, he can't talk, and blah, blah, blah. Fuck him.
How can you fight with a guy that has a fake voice?
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Well, let me tell you something.
And it's like,
Tell you a thing or two.
I'm going to tell you a thing or two after this 20-minute commercial break.
exactly, dude. But it's like, I'll have a fun time talking to him at any point that he wants to talk. And that's the story. That's the story I was given, what that pussy did. But at the same time, to hear Bill, before I was on the phone, say I was bombing, and Bill just explained how he was in studio for fucking whatever minutes.
I got some.
To get a chance.
All right, listen.
Fucking defend himself.
I got audio. It's like 2 minutes. I don't know if it's from our show or his show. I have no idea. I don't. Oh, it's Mancow's show.
Oh.
All right, we got the actual audio.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, we've got Patrice on. Patrice!
Listen to this.
Hey, we got Patrice on. Patrice!
And he already hates you going into this.
Oh, we've got Patrice on. Patrice!
Hey. The hell do you think this is?
Hey.
VH1? No.
They don't curse on VH1.
They should.
Do you know this guy, Bill?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah!
Patrice.
No, wait, hold on a minute. We got to give it a second or two before we put Filthy on.
Yeah.
So obvious. Before we put Filthy on. What a douchebag.
See, that's what.
All right, I'm gonna explain.
I'm talking about, like.
Well,
It started off bad, and when I said that satellite radio shit, I was that in my mind that was a fucking joke. And the second I said that shit, I was like, that was like me saying fucking Pepsi at a Coke convention, because now he's gonna fucking snap even more.
Right.
So.
And let me.
When I called up today and said that you were bombing, I was just trying to give you shit back because I felt like, the shit I was reading and all the crap on my fucking website, I'm like, there's no way this dude didn't fucking throw me to the dogs, because the response on my site is like ridiculous.
I even said it twice on their show, on O&A show, is, look, I don't want to put Billy in no funny shit. That's the thing. It was about Mancow. So the way the story was taken, the energy that was, look, man, look, it is what it is. And I don't want you to be in no fucking spot. I called Opie the other day. Man, I hope this motherfucking shit don't put Billy in a fucking shitty spot. I just don't want it to happen like that. It's a Mancow thing, and you happen to be there, unfortunately, and you happen to open your big fucking mouth, unfortunately.
All right, let's listen to the audio.
See that shit?
All right, let's.
I opened my big fucking.
All right, hold on. We got the audio, so let's see if you opened your big mouth, okay? All I want to do here is set it up where obviously Patrice was on hold listening to Mancow's show.
he dumped.
No, I know. I'm going to explain. I know exactly what happened. Something funny was happening as Patrice was on the phone. So when they finally went to Patrice, Patrice gave an honest comment and said, wow, that was some funny shit. Forgot that, you're just talking normally like you do. And that's why they dumped. Patrice wasn't trying to start any trouble. He was like, oh, wow, that was funny shit. Yeah. Or whatever he said. So obviously, if you're on free radio, you got to dump that crap out. He hits the dump button. That takes 7 seconds away, I would guess.
During that time, that's when I go, hey, come on, Patrice, this isn't satellite radio.
All right, wait, we're going to listen. Now we're going to pick up the tape.
All right.
Yeah.
Patrice.
No, wait, hold on a minute. We got to give it a second or two before we put Filthy on.
Yes.
Ugh.
His fourth or fifth word was a curse word?
Yeah. Right out of the box. That ain't right.
Patrice.
Yeah, sorry about that, man.
Okay, buddy. Patrice Oneal is on. Bill Burr is here.
Billy, what's up, man?
Yo, this isn't satellite radio.
Thanks, sweetie.
This is actually funny, and you don't have to pay for it.
Right.
Fuck you two in your fight. That guy is a dick. Satellite radio. He's got to bash us, too. In satellite radio. Like, there's nothing funny or fun going on here.
Yeah, nothing at all, right?
What a cock.
Nothing at all. Why don't you go to audible.com and see how unfunny we are? See, the biggest thing being downloaded on audible.com because we're doing some very funny and entertaining radio
see
for
how
the
we
people.
Bring it right back to us?
Well, you know what's funny about doing radio now? It's like fucking West Side Story. It's like you do... Every fucking town you go into, it's like everybody hates everybody now.
Yeah.
And then you throw in the extra fucking terrestrial versus satellite and all that fucking shit. It's like Bloods and Crips out there. Everywhere you go, and you're just fucking trying to be like, oh, I'm at the Chuckle Hut this fucking weekend, blah, 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 blah. And just...
Well,
there's no way not to step in shit on these things.
This is what I have to say to free radio today. Bling, bling, bang, bang. How do you like them apples?
Ooh, tough talk.
Back to the tape.
Right.
Are they abusing satellite over there, Bill?
No, that's the first time I brought it up. That was probably a bad thing. It's like Coke and Pepsi.
Nice talking to you, sweetie.
Sweetie.
I know, get on to your thing. Sorry.
What is web junk?
Web junk, it's a little thing that comes on VH1 11:30 on Friday nights. It's just me and all those little goofy clips you see over the internet. And, it's just one of those enjoyable little shows that you just sit and you watch. And
it's a great show. Hilarious. You just had the Reverend farting.
Yeah,
you showed me that a long time ago.
I've had that video forever.
They just had that on there, and it's the greatest thing ever.
What you say, you had it forever?
Yeah, I've had it for 10 years.
Yeah, I think there's some stuff on there that's been on there since the internet and evolved, but they just put me on to like talk about it for people who didn't see it. I'd never seen it before until So
go to JimmySchubert.com. There's a link. And if you want to see something great, they've got that brothel in Seattle of a horse.
The horse human brothel
yeah.
in Seattle, and he's mixed it into the Brokeback Mountain trailer.
It's great.
It is. You'll never unwatch it.
Unwatch it.
All right, Patrice Oneal, thank you.
It's a great show.
Not as great as I Love the 80s.
I forgot about that shot.
Wow. Holy shit.
I forgot about that one.
People have to listen to that
you know who that was for? That was for me. He was trashing me, saying, something about me being on I Love the 80s. I came in there, and I was making fun of, like, how everything on my resume is, like, canceled or whatever. And I was talking, Chappelle's show, I had been on Tough Crowd, blah, 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 and I mentioned I Love the 80s, and that became his dig at me. So he wasn't directing that at Patrice. He was directing that at me, and then he just dove back into the show again.
I'll say that guy jumping in with the Jimmy Schubert comment, that wasn't Mancow that said that was another guy. I don't know if that was done to slam you, Patrice, or if that was just a guy raising something.
I thought that was Mancow.
No, I think that was actually just a guy commenting, like, oh, dude, I saw this other video. Because I think that was the same guy that said your show was good, and he kind of, I don't think that guy was trying to shit on you.
No, but Mancow goes to go to JimmySchubert.com.
Oh, no, it was Mancow's guy.
Oh, that wasn't Mancow.
Yeah,
No.
that's his third mic.
It was definitely
Mancow jumped on it though and said how funny it was,
I
and
can still suck my balls.
Yeah.
and then like just all right, Patrice, click.
Why did he hang up on you? That I didn't get.
Yeah.
He just hung up on you.
That's what I'm saying, man. That I'm sitting there going, what? Like I'm doing the goofy shit, like in record time. Yeah. Watch the show. I'm waiting for him. I'm hoping he clicks, but hoping he goes, thank you for coming. Thanks for having me. But It's like, yeah, I did that 10 years ago. What?
Hey, Billy, what happened? What happened right after he hung up? Did he say anything?
No, he just immediately goes in. Like, that show is, like, bizarre. Like, he kept doing I don't know if it was, like, a running joke. They would do shit like, okay, we're going to the commercial, and, coming up next we have Travis Barker from the fucking
Meet
Travis
the
Barker
Barkers,
show or something. Yeah. And I was forever taking my headphones off thinking they were going to commercial, and then he would come right back. It was some sort of gag that they would do, and it was a really, like, schizo kind of fucking show, and he does this thing where he just points at people and brings their mics up, then you got to start talking. Like, he's one of those guys where it's not, like, you don't come in there and hang out and just shoot the shit like on your show.
You mean real radio?
You go in, and he's like, they're like, it's like a test. They go, give him 5 questions, for him to ask you, and just, you wouldn't say shit for 40 minutes, and then he'd just all of a sudden point at me and be like, so, Bill, are you married? And I'm like, oh, shit, now I'm the fucking stand-up robot. And then you just jump in and do that shit.
Right.
And it's like one of those deals. And, like, it was almost like OCD, the way he kept bringing everybody's mics down and then putting his up. But it's like as little power as, like, Patrice has on the phone. When you're in there, you have... The only other option you have is maybe to run around to his mic and wrestle it out of his fucking hand to somehow say what you're going to say.
Yeah, you don't get a chance to say shit on most radio shows.
If he fucking, like, ended that call, right?
Huh?
Can you please take
Patrice, what?
List, please?
What?
Can you take Billy off the fucko list so he could sleep better now?
Well, Anthony put him on the fucko list. So.
Oh,
yes, Anthony.
Now, let me address that.
A lot of people are saying that Anthony actually put Bill Burr
I caused
on
the whole thing because I put Bill Burr on the fucko list. Do you honestly think that I would seriously put Billy on the fucko list?
You're getting him back for those comments about your cook.
The guy that invented the guy that invented the mousetrap gag.
I felt tension between you and Bill Burr the first time he sat in for Jim Norton.
There was never tension between me and Billy.
This is your payback for all the comments about the cook that you're banging.
Never tension between me and Billy.
Because he's fair-skinned and handsome.